Hi everybody, Eric Kidwell from morethankind.com. Very pleased to offer you a special guest video today from my friend and colleague Darryl Ross, talking to you about finding joy in the holiday season.
Hey, thanks so much, Eric. I'm so honored to be part of the More Than Kind family. So many great things happening on this website, so stay tuned for more great trainings. Now, when Eric asked me to speak, I knew exactly what I was going to talk about because I love this time of the year. I'm all in the holidays. We decorated my house. We do tons of lights, stargazers, blinking reindeer, and believe it or not, we have 5 Christmas trees. I know, that's a bit much. So 2-story house, we have the main tree downstairs in front of the window. We have one right above it, kind of making sure you have the matching layers of fun there. We actually have one special one in the dining room. We keep kind of special ornaments on that one, and then both my kids have their own tree. I know, kind of crazy. My daughter's more pink and purple madness. My son's blue, just kind of for fun. But we decorate, we do all those things, hot chocolate, cookies, all the shows. So we love the holidays. So I tell you that as a backdrop because not everyone has the best time of the year during this time. You know, the holidays can bring back some difficult memories, difficult challenges in your life. Maybe you had a difficult relationship that came to an end during the holidays. Maybe lost a job or a home. Maybe, just like we see recently on television, our 41st president, President Bush, passed away. So even though we are celebrating his presidency and the man's life, that particular family will forever think of coming out of Thanksgiving into the Christmas holidays as when George Bush passed away. So let's be honest, this can be a very difficult time of the year. So whether you have that extreme or just, you know what, sometimes the holidays can bring on some stress and bring on feelings of just angst, and we don't want to kind of go through that. So I have 3 tips for you today. You can keep your joy during the holiday season. I think we all want that. So how do you keep your joy during the holiday season? Number 1, protect your time. Protect your time. You know, we're busy enough as it is. Running around with kids, soccer practice, dance, your job, husbands, wives. It can be daunting sometimes, but you add the holidays onto that and it becomes a whole new animal, doesn't it? I mean, think about just how many social activities you have to kind of go to, or presents and Christmas cards, you name it. It can be a challenging time. I was coming in my house to the garage, my wife's coming out, and she literally was like rolling her eyes going to another social event, and December just started. And we spoke that night and said, you know what, we're gonna kind of take time out and actually politely say no to some things. It really is okay. Yes, we're going to stay, you know, rooted into our church and see our dear friends and family on the holidays, but some of the things that we kind of commit and say yes to, you don't always have to. And it's kind of funny, the other day, my son's soccer season ended and he plays on Saturdays. My daughter had no dance class that day and my wife wasn't teaching that day. We actually had like a Saturday open. You know, we couldn't believe it. So we sat there for a while, and for a minute, my wife was going to fill it with something, because in a way you feel like I should be doing something. No, you shouldn't. Sit down, watch Netflix, okay? Do something else. Now, if you want to go out, feel free, but don't fill your day, protect your time. It will steal your joy, the hustle and bustle of the holidays, right? Number 1, protect your time. Number 2, avoid the comparison trap. You know, we often will look at what they have, what's happening over there, and we feel bad about what we have. You have a brand new car, and you pull up next to a newer car, and I look at your car and go, piece of junk, right? It's really easy to fall into that comparison trap. So just make sure you're aware that everything is about what everyone else is doing. What are you doing? What's happening in your family? You know, I live in the Orlando area, so of course we have Disney, and SeaWorld, and Universal, and all these great parks. And in the winter, in the holiday season, they kind of do it up for the holidays. And sometimes you can kind of get down if you're on social media looking at what all the other families are doing at Disney. Now look, if you go to Disney a lot, more power to you. You know, we do go to Disney. We're not season pass holders, but I can tell you right now, it's a wonderful place to go, especially in the holidays. So if you can do that, you already do, fantastic. But what I'm saying is, don't feel obligated to go just because other folks are doing that. You know, one of the things we do in my house, I coined this phrase years ago when the kids were little, family fun night. Family fun night. That's when we play board games. We'll play video games that are more interactive, like the Nintendo Wii. You can play against each other. And we do that for a few hours. And it's just a blast. The kids love it. My wife always says to me at the end, we should do this more often. The kids love it, and we really should. So I give you that because I was online a couple days ago looking at the Disney holiday packages, you know, what I could afford, what we're going to do. And literally, while I was sitting there, my son walks up, who's 11, and goes, "Dad, can we play Family Fun Night?" Couldn't believe it. I was like, yes, we can. Now look, we're still going to go to Disney. We're going to go when we feel like going, not because we feel pressure from what other folks are doing. By the way, sidebar, years ago, we played Family Fun Night. My wife and I would let the kids win, okay? That's what you do as parents. Let them win. Not anymore. These kids will crush you, all right? They'll laugh in your face. So just so you know, this Family Fun Night, this weekend, Dad's bringing the pain, all right? But hey, have Family Fun Night or go to Disney. Do what you want to do, but avoid the comparison trap to presents you're buying, to how your house looks, to how your kids are doing. It doesn't really matter what's happening in your life, what matters the most, okay? Number one, protect your time. Number two, avoid the comparison trap. Number three, gratitude. Have an attitude of gratitude. You know, we have so much to be thankful for. So many things are just a blessing in our life. And I think we just rush through it. We don't even realize that it's a blessing. You know, Eric and I do trainings across the country in different industries, from leadership to military to healthcare, non-healthcare, you name it. But there was one particular place that hit both of us pretty hard. We're both family men and have kids. It was a children's hospital out in the West Coast. And everything we did, everywhere we went, was just kind of gut-wrenching because these are kids and parents struggling just to hang in there. There was one particular mom I talked to. Her daughter at the time was 5 years old, brain tumor, and they were constantly coming in and out of the hospital. And she said, "My daughter has never experienced Christmas like at home. Like every year it seems like for the 5 years on this earth, a fluid builds up or an infection or some kind of surgery happens in December." So she's been in the hospital every single Christmas. And yes, we'll see a physician or a nurse dress up as Santa in the hallways. And she said one time a nurse left her a little China doll toy Christmas Eve. That's great, but wouldn't it be awesome if she could, you know, experience Christmas like most other children do and have all the experiences of the season? And it got us thinking about, man, we are extremely blessed. And so if you're in that situation, we think about you, pray for you, and just hope things just turn to where you can have a wonderful season. The rest of us need to realize that we are blessed. And even though some things happen in our lives that are challenging or difficult, man, it can be a lot worse. And some people really do have it worse. So just practice gratitude. I read a study. I keep it on my phone to remind me of the effects of gratitude. So a Dr. Robert Emmons did a study on the effects of gratitude, and he followed test subjects for 10 years. Imagine a guy following you around for 10 years. I'd be like, who is this guy? Get away from me, right? But he wanted you to write down just gratitude phrases in your journal and keep track of it. So this is what he did. For 10 years, he had you track your gratitude. This is what he said. In the short term, he noticed a 25% increase of those who kept these journals, a positive emotion, joy. They felt more alive, complained less, slept better, and catch this, even it lowered their blood pressure. After 10 years, here's what the study concluded: that gratitude has one of the strongest links of mental health and satisfaction of life than any trait we know of, more so than optimism, hope, or compassion. The most satisfied people in the world learn to see their circumstances through their gratitude glasses. Isn't that awesome? So my wish for you, my prayer for you for this holiday season is to, number one, protect your time. Number two, avoid the comparison trap. Number three, have an attitude of gratitude. We have so many things to be thankful for. We're all very blessed. And I thank you for being here. We'll see you next time. Happy holidays. God bless you.